it came time when they sent me a link that follow this link and go to Nairobi. I was like, what? Follow a link? How? After some time, I came in and said, you know, Sam, you know what? You're good in photography, so we're gonna sponsor you. It was a sad moment, man. I passed through a lot. Sometimes I feel so emotional because at the end of the day, something very, very bad happened. What's up my beautiful people? It's your boy Afrosam as usual, man. It's been a while since I last posted on YouTube, but it wasn't intentional. It was due to some issues. Today is a story time, man, but first of all let me show you where we're from. This is KICC. It's called the International Convention Center. So mostly this is the big building where it's an iconic building in Nairobi. So yeah, people normally go up there to have the rooftop view of Nairobi, the skyline. Yeah, so stay tuned. In one of my videos, I think I showed you people a long time back how Nairobi looks from the top of this building. I also plan to visit there very soon to see how it looks, if there are any changes of the city from the rooftop. We're gonna have fun in that. So but before that, we have to focus on today's topic. Back to me. Yes guys, it's been amazing, like filming. Yes, basically my story is short. How I ended up in Kenya has been amazing. Following my recent video, I know a lot of people have been watching. It has been like a mystery for me to be in Kenya. I never planned it, I never thought of it, but when the time came, yeah, I had to have a move. So how did this happen? Let's get to a story time. I grew for all these years, for over 18 years now, but I've been in Uganda. But it came time when they sent me a link that follow this link and go to Nairobi. I was like, what? Follow a link? How? And I mean, I don't have relatives in that country. Like, how am I even gonna do this? So but I took some time, but let me tell you the truth of what happened. Yeah, so basically I've been volunteering as a documentary photographer in a refugee camp in South Sudan. But so what happened is these people after some time came in and said, you know, Sam, you know what, you're good in photography, so we're gonna sponsor you. I was like, all right, everything is welcome. You know, I love the job, I love whatever I was doing, but it took a long time, man. It took me like 4 years with these people and all that. I did my best. So I also appreciate what they have done to me. They have changed my life. My family is happy. Yeah, so far so good. I can't complain, man. So right now, here I am in Nairobi with no friend, no relative, and no family. But you know what? I've been here for a year, but I'm gonna tell you how I made it. I took time, and I also explained to my parents about this. They didn't like at first, but then with time they knew education is very, very important, and that I'm not gonna enjoy that life forever. So I had to take a move, a personal decision. So what I did is I clicked on the link and I tried to research about this institution that does training for photographers and media, all that stuff. So I just took some time and I told mom, you know what, we gotta do this. It's time for adventure. It's time to take risks no matter what, come what may. So boarded my bus hit the road. A 13-hour drive for the first time. I had never done something like that before. So the next morning, that was like we moved all night. Then the next morning, we arrived in a city which I had no idea even where to start from. It was amazing. But you know what? As a man, I had to grow stronger and stick to the rules, just blend in. So out of the sleep, they just woke me and told me we have arrived in Nairobi. I was like, okay, this has been very hectic. 13 hours on the road was like, what? It was a long time. But hey, I just held my heart strong, because I knew at the end of every journey there's a destination. So I just kept strong, and I was like, all right, so what next? So I followed some guy. They tried to be like a connect to pick me, but the guy delayed. I spent like 4 hours waiting for this guy from 6 a.m. in the morning. That's up to around 10 to 11. Then I was like, really? Is this someone who was really assigned to pick me? I arrived at 6, and up to now someone has not showed up. I was like, all right, it's getting interesting. Everybody was like so strange to me, and I couldn't imagine living with such people. The language was so different, honestly, and I was like, all right, so where do I start from? Good enough, I knew some bit of Swahili, so what I did was to kind of try to fit in the society, because I know if you know some kind of local language in every new country, let's say you can buy something in the shop using their language, I think so far you will have minimal issues. And yeah, so I had this man who showed up and told me to order some Uber and come to a place like this. Unfortunately, it was someone who also didn't know English very well. So what I did is I had to go. So I ended up in a place called Kilimani. In my early videos on this channel, you realize I was in a place called Kilimani, and Kilimani is a very rich neighborhood in Nairobi. I just realized after, when my money that I had was getting over. Here, my biggest advice to the youth out there: first of all, if you want to travel to another place, remember to do proper research. One thing about it is the exchange rate. Remember to do research on how much your money costs in another country, the one you're heading to. Otherwise, you will go there with a low budget, but you end up in trouble, because nobody wants to help. Nobody knows your story. So it's gonna be you and yourself alone. So please, that's a big advice. And the next is try to learn people's culture, the rules, things to do. Like, don't break any rule. Of course, they will not know whether you're a foreigner or you're a national. Everything will be like punishable if you break a rule. So for me, basically, I ended up in this city, Nairobi. It was a sad moment, man. I passed through a lot. Sometimes I feel so emotional, because at the end of the day, something very, very bad happened to me, with those people who sent me here. But anyways, peace to the world, man. Don't hurt anybody. I forgive everyone who maybe wronged me. In case also I wronged someone, your boy is asking for some forgiveness also. We're humans, we have weaknesses, and I realized maybe sometimes I wasn't perfect, I wasn't strong, I had a weakness, but man, we blended. So basically, I stayed strong. It wasn't easy, trust me, it was tough. Despite everything that happened to me, I ended up like making my own decisions. I was like, now here I don't have a friend, I don't have a brother, a sister, no family, no relatives. So all I have is strangers. What I could do, maybe let me make some friends, and let me just try to basically make myself comfortable. And the only biggest challenge I faced was the cost of living. At first, I never realized when I arrived. I spent all this time happy, all that, but it reached a moment whereby I received a sad email from those sponsors, and the sponsor said, Sam, you know what, we can't continue this. This is after like 6 months, you know. Yet have started something which has to end in 2 years. So how do they stop on the way, you know? Please just let me know in the comment section. So just someone wakes up in the morning and be like, all right, let me just stop this, you know. Then I was like, right, God's time is always the best. All right, so thank you for everything you've been doing to me. I really appreciate. So far so good. I can't complain because you raised me, you changed my life, and I'm so grateful. Actually, I prayed for that person so that God blesses and keeps them safe and all that. I really appreciate they have been doing a lot of work for everyone, man, the needy and all that. I participated, though I didn't do enough. I hope I helped in another way. So basically, man, that was my story. And if you want to know more about my story, let me know in the comment section. What do you want to know? But I'm here enjoying life in Nairobi, yeah, the beautiful city in East and Central Africa. Yeah, I'm super excited actually to do a lot of adventures. I have new videos every week. I mean, like several videos per week. So basically that's my story. Thank you. If you like it, give a thumbs up, share to loved ones. This is your boy Afrosam from Nairobi, Kenya, East Africa, to the world.